And we're back on the mainradio.com on the Rootcast. Right now, we are broadcasting on Facebook, YouTube, as well as Twitch, as well as simulcast on the mainradio.com. You can go ahead and join us on the mainradio.com. You can go ahead and check out all hosts over there. I'm gonna go ahead and let the Rootcast go ahead and take over with Rick, Tony, Mr. Blunt, as well as Doug, the protagonist.
All right, everyone, this is the last segment. We want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. Everyone in Rochester, check out Grease Mall. We got 2 spots in there, definitely for kids. Sensory overload. Me and Sony, we've been there a couple times with my goddaughter, and they love it. I'm being dead honest, everyone. Like, when you go to sensory overload, basically it's designed to where you can go in there and play with your kids. I'm pretty sure a lot of people my age can't do it or don't have the know, but trust me, it's really a dope experience. You can really get out, Grease Mall. Grease Rich Center Mall.
Like what exit and where they can find it in the hours?
Okay, I know Sensory Overload is entrance 9 and Virtuosity is entrance 6, I believe. The Old Navy door.
Just go up Long Pond Road and into that side, into one of the main entrances on the Long Pond Road side of Greasetown Mall, and you'll find it's a beautiful facility up there.
Yeah, it's definitely a dope concept, and much praise and love towards Lori for what she's doing out there. All right, so Doug.
Yes.
I know the prior owner of the Buffalo Bills, the only owner other than the current people, Mr. Ralph Wilson, after seeing the Bills television hits coming from outside of Buffalo, decided that he would do their training camp in the upstate New York, Rochester area of St. John Fisher. Because of that, to allow Syracuse and Rochester fans to be able to see the team.
Yeah, but Rick, Tony, the reason...
Mr. Blunt, hold up.
Hold it, Rick. Okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
He tells it. Would you folks let me finish? Let me finish. Because you have he recognized that a very large contingent of his fans were from the Rochester area, right? And the reason he also came to the training camp is the late president, Dr. Catherine Kehoe, was instrumental in recruiting Wilson to have the training camp at St. John Fisher College.
Let me follow up. Let me follow up because Doug is right. Dr. Kehoe came from Canisius College. She was president over there. She had a working relationship with the late Ralph Wilson, and she convinced him to move the team there for training camp. But the basic reason, Doug, is that he was selling as many and as more season tickets in Rochester as he was in Buffalo. Because at the time we had the big 3 companies going, Kodak, B-Rock, Alshalam, and certain other companies that were buying the Blues Club in there for business purposes. And that was a win-win situation for him. He expanded his market.
Okay.
And not only that, the late Ralph Wilson gave him a whole bunch of money, and they named the School of Education after him. Ralph Wilson School of Education.
Okay.
That's over at St. John Fisher College.
Okay. Now, take this into consideration, though, Mr. Blunt, okay? Dr. Kehoe and Ralph Wilson have known each other for quite some time, okay?
Right.
And they had, listen, they had someone in common, okay? And what they had in common was the late Dr. Kehoe's husband, okay? If you remember, Dr. Kehoe's late husband was an ambassador to Iran during the hostage crisis, okay? So, Dr. Kehoe had a lot of reach and was able to persuade Wilson to move to Camp Here.
I talked to her about that. When I first met her, we interviewed her, and she said her husband was one of the POW, one of the hostages that the students took over there when they ransacked the American embassy. And they were parading him for the world to see at night, handcuffed, blindfolded, and she didn't know if he was going to come back alive or dead. So that lady went through a lot, okay? You're absolutely right, Douglas.
So, you know, this goes to show you power respects power.
True.
Well,
Okay?
it's just like what Mr. Blunt always says: power concedes the Frederick Douglass quote. Power concedes to nothing without a demand.
It never has and it never will.
So the demand was there. Apparently, Ralph Wilson saw where the revenue was coming from, and he said, "Okay, I got to accommodate this."
No, I gotta help save my own butt.
So dollars make sense. That's it. Just
And
you got to go where the money is.
And you got to remember, the Buffalo Bills are the only.
Listen, Eric.
The Buffalo Bills are the only.
Hold on, Mr. Blunt.
I'm sorry, Doug.
There's three things that's constant in this world, no matter what arena, sports or politics, okay? And this is it. It's God the Father, God the Son, and God the dollar bill.
That's why he's listed on the money.
That's a triology. That's true. But Doug, the other factor is Buffalo is only New York State team. The New York Giants and the New York Jets play in New Jersey. All the tax revenue, sales tax revenue flows to the state of New Jersey. So in a sense, Ralph Wilson can say we're the only New York State NFL team.
That's it.
Hey, folks.
That's it.
Well, you've been listening to the Rudecast. Sony.
So we're done. We're done.
Yeah, you can take us out. All right, everyone.
All right. Well, okay, no problem. All right. So you just listened to the Rudecast with the cast. You can go ahead and catch us on themainradio.com as well as Facebook. You can go ahead and go to the Main Media Network. You can go ahead and check us out on Twitch. Well, we don't have a Twitch yet, but we do have Facebook and YouTube. Go ahead and follow us on Facebook, YouTube. Thank you for joining the Main Radio.